Hey, everybody. Hey, Nicole. If you will all turn on your cameras, that would be amazing. Hi, Nicole. How are you? Hi, Kim. I can see everybody logging on. I'm so excited you're here. Hey, Casey. Hi, everybody. I have everybody come in as muted, but if you need to unmute, want to say anything like Casey, you'll want to go ahead and unmute yourself. Just let me know that you can hear me okay, Casey. Am I clear? Excellent. All right, guys, we are so excited. It's 7 o'clock. We're going to give everybody just one little minute just to let everybody hop on. I know this is such a learning curve for so many of us who have never really, been in the world of Zoom. A lot of the business world has been using this for many ages, but we're just so excited that it's become kind of a part of our everyday life to be able to connect with people more than one person at a time. So we are really excited. We can't wait to share with you. There's our beautiful Anikka. I'm so excited. But we're gonna do things a lot like we did them. If you were with us on Sunday, we are doing a redo because I did not realize I needed to pin Anikka so that if I was talking, you could continue to learn from her, because that's really the focal point. We always, these beauty on a budget, it is always going to be a makeup, not an artist. None of us are artists, but we've gotten really good. Anikka was sharing with me, she learned so much just from watching other people. So the more you come on, the more you watch, the more you're going to learn. I've got my makeup here. I did everything but my eyes because we did this Sunday, but I'm really excited because I heard so many people with amazing feedback that they're doing their eyes this new way that Anikka taught. And I'm going to make sure that I don't miss out on it. But we are recording today so that if you want to watch the playback, that will be available to you too. So thank you everyone for joining us. Casey is just going to share with us for a few minutes just a little bit about LimeLife and who we are and how we found this crazy, amazing brand and how it got available to the public.
Yes, we are really, like Blair said, we're really trying to feel our way around recreating an in-home experience for you guys. We work in this virtual world, and so when we are with our guests and our clients and friends and family in a in-person setting, we first and foremost want to make sure that they know who LimeLife is. So show of hands, who out there is a guest and has never experienced LimeLife before?
Yay!
Yay! Okay, show of hands, who is a beauty guide?
And we want to learn.
And who is a client that is in love with all of our products?
Can we be all the above?
Yes. Okay. So we have a guest that's never experienced, and then we have some beauty guides, and I'm sure we'll have all three joining us throughout. But for the replay, we recognize that we have a wide audience here. So I just want to tell you guys that don't know who Alcone is and where LimeLife came from. Alcone is actually the company that is a retail store based out of New York City. So you can actually shop the retail in New York City in the Alcone store. And the Milardi family owns that store. Alcone has been serving celebrities, movie stars, Broadway for over 67 years. Michelle Milardi, one of our CEOs, she had a heart to be able, she wanted to get their product in the hands of everyday women, and she wanted to do it in a way that would actually help the makeup artists that were bringing their clients to their store. So if you can imagine for a second, makeup artists that were celebrity makeup artists serving celebrity clients were using their incredible Alcone product, and those celebrities were like, this or makeup at the time is incredible. Where can I get it? So that makeup artist that's serving them would send the business to the Alcone store. So Michelle recognized that, and she thought, how in the world, our business is built because of these celebrity makeup artists marketing for us. How can we give back to them? So she wanted to find a business model that would allow those makeup artists to have a product in hand to build a business upon, so that they would not only have a service to sell, but also a product to sell. So she searched high and low for a business model, and she actually avoided the direct sales model for a while, I understand, because of the stigma that was attached to it. But she kept coming back to it because she saw the true purpose of direct sales, and that really is to be able to create an opportunity for anyone. at a very low investment cost. So she started LimeLife, and that's how LimeLife was born. They created, it was first Alcone at Home. That was over 5 years ago. And then it became LimeLight. So you may have heard of LimeLight. And then a couple of years ago, we went international. And when we went globally, we relaunched to LimeLife. So we really fully embrace that we are more than a brand, more than a makeup and skincare. We are a lifestyle, because we're teaching wellness and self-care and women financial empowerment all along, while we have an incredible brand to do that. So that is a little nugget of who LimeLife by Alcone is. If you heard of Alcone, and this is the first that you're hearing, please do yourself a favor and Google Alcone and learn more and more about our rich history and the pro makeup that we are. We are 50% pigmented. You're going to see that in action. Our skincare was built to complement our makeup, built just for LimeLife, and it is all natural, free of all harsh chemicals. So we're focusing on some makeup techniques tonight with the lovely Anikka, but you're going to really want to experience our skincare. So whoever invited you tonight, make sure you get with them and figure out a way that you can experience our skincare as well. So thank you so much for letting me share.
Awesome. Thank you. All right. So now I'm looking for how to spotlight Anikka, because this is new for me. And Anikka, I am seeing you right on my front page. And normally there's a little spot for me to tap on, and it allows me to spotlight you, and it is not. So I'm going to try to play with this. Okay, wait a minute. Switch to active speaker.
While you're doing that, I want to introduce the chat bar on the side. If you are new to Zoom, I want you to, we are all going to, again, we're recreating this, this virtual experience, but we want to have a relationship. We want to have communication. So while Anikka is teaching us, we want to have conversation with you. We want to support you in everything. So whatever questions you have about what you're seeing or what you're hearing, we're going to have lots of little conversations going on over on the sidebar. So you can have, you can communicate to everyone at the same time. And there's also a way that you can communicate to one person. So if you want to have a one-on-one chat, you can do that as well. So please feel free to build relationships in that way, and we will serve you and support you in the best way that we can virtually.
All right. Excellent. Thank you so much, Casey. We're so excited to bring this series to you. This Beauty on a Budget series is happening weekly now, because we understand that we don't know when we're going back into the real world on a daily basis. So we want to bring something to you that is meaningful, that brings you joy, that makes you smile, that teaches you something, all of the above. So here's how we're going to solve this little problem, which I'll work on. I'm going to turn this completely over to Anikka, and I'm going to let her talk through what she's doing until the very end. So there will be no interruptions. It will just be Anikka talking, because when she's talking, that green spotlight that you'll see around her picture, you will know that she is our speaker. I'm going to tell you she's amazing. I'm going to tell you she's got 3 kids. I'm going to tell you she never dreamed that she would be in this industry. She was not looking for it. Her beautiful aunt found it and fell in love and wanted Anikka's opinion about it. So I'm going to turn it over. You're going to see her face is half done, because she's only done half of her face, because you've got to see the power of what pro makeup really does look like. A picture to me paints 1,000 words. It tells you everything. And when you look at half her face, I was sharing with them on Sunday, it almost looks like half her face almost is pulled down to where there's a stroke happening, because it literally lifts, tightens, and tones the face when you know how to create some definition and some contour, some simple things on a budget with amazing makeup. So Anikka, you are amazing. Thank you for coming back and doing this for us again. Take 2. We are so excited to see you share with us all of your magic that you create. And I'm just going to turn it over to you.
Okay, great. Hi, guys. My name is Anikka Casanova, and I am from South Texas. So I just want to start off by saying that I did wax my face, so you'll see extra redness, but you don't see it on this side because the foundation just like covers it perfectly. So I always start with my eyebrows. Well, before that, sorry. It's a prime, not to crime, so you need to make sure to use your primer. We have an amazing primer. It's chemical free. If you've ever heard of Urban Decay, we have the same formulators, Scandinavia. They make the same, it's the same formula, except ours is clean and better. I'm just kidding. So I'm gonna go ahead and prime this half of my face. And I always start with my eyebrows. And the reason I start with my eyes first is because it's way easier to clean up all the little messes you make. If you have fallout, it's just easier to clean everything up afterwards. So, and you'll see as we go through the process. So I'm gonna pick up a, this is a very thin little brush here. It's flat C-shaped brush. And I'm going to actually spray my setting spray into the lid, and that way I can wet the brush a little bit just to make the pigment on the eyeshadow more of a liquidy base. And I'm actually going to use my eyeshadow. So this is the palette we're going to use today. So I'm going to go in with brownie points since I have dark brown hair. So I'm going to pick it up, and I'm just going to start by am I the main one?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I just want to make sure so they can see. So I'm going to just line the bottom of my eyebrows where my natural line is, and see how I have, you know, there's not a lot of hair here. That's okay. When you go in with an eyeshadow, you're building your eyebrow. So there's lots of different things you can use to do your eyebrows. There's pencils, there is eyeshadow, brow gel. If you need to build an eyebrow, you want to start off with your eyeshadow, because this is going to create a shadow. It's making an illusion. Makeup is magic. Makeup is art, and anybody can do it. And like Blair said, I learned off of YouTube, you guys, just watching and practicing and doing it myself. So we all have the ability to do this. So I'm going to go in the front here, and notice how I started halfway on the top, because the beginning part, I want it to look natural. So I'm just going to make hair strokes. This brush is so thin that it's going to make little lines here. And then I'm going to go in with my spoolie. This is a spoolie, and I'm going to go and diffuse it a bit. So you notice it's not very perfect, but that's okay. Don't worry, don't stress. We're gonna go ahead and pick up the next product, and that is my concealer. So I'm gonna go in with Concealer Zero. This concealer is perfect for an eyeshadow primer because it dries matte and it lets it blend, the shadows blend on top of it beautifully. There's a lot of concealers that women use that are too creamy, so the eyeshadow is not going to blend very easily. But our waterproof concealer is also 24-hour proof as well, so this is perfect to hold on to that eyeshadow. So see how I'm just cleaning up all the little smudges and imperfect little lines I made. This makes all the difference when you're doing your eyebrows. If you clean it up, it's crazy. It cleans it up perfectly. So I'm going to go in with my diffuser brush. It's number 5 from LimeLife. And I'm just going to kind of blend this out so it covers my entire eyelid.
It looks like you just got a wax job.
Yes, it does. Okay, so now before I move on to my eyes, I do set it with our brow gel, and this is literally my favorite brow gel because it has tiny little fibers in there. So if you already have full brows and you just want a little, you know, to add a little razzle dazzle, as they say, just go in with brow gel, and the fibers are gonna lock onto your hair and just make them fill in the tiny little sparse areas that you just don't need that much work on, and it's gonna hold it like that all day. So I use our gel, our eyebrow gel for that. And so now I'm gonna go in with our eyeshadow, and I'm gonna pick up this taupe color. It's called Taupe for the Best. And I'm going to use a fluffy brush, and I'm gonna pick it up and drop the excess. You don't want to have extra on there. This eyeshadow is very pigmented, so you don't need a lot. And I'm going to start sweeping from this end to this end in windshield wiper motions softly. And notice how I'm holding the brush on the end. That's another pro tip. If you hold it on the ends, it's a softer, it lays it on softly and it's easier to blend versus holding it like a pencil. You're putting too much pressure with that. So hold it on the end of the brush and go over your crease. So my crease would be this line right here.
I'm not getting a whole bunch of people. How do you get the whole bunch up there? I just say my face down there.
Put that on mute, ma'am.
Huh?
I'm not sure who that is, but you need to mute. We're listening to you.
Okay.
Thank you. It's okay. You can just mute.
That's our lovely guest.
Hi, guest. We're excited you're here. I think she's a new beauty guide too. We're excited you're here. Go ahead, Anikka.
So yeah, you're just gonna
All right,
swipe
okay.
back and forth in windshield wiper motions and see how it's just a lot softer. This is a transition shade, so this is going to help everything else blend later. You want to build in layers. So the next color I'm going to do, this is a very just soft glam, that's what I call this. I'm going to go in with a pointed, oh, I see myself now.
I just figured it. I just found it. I found the magic. I got you
okay, that's better
spotlighted
because
now.
I can see myself.
Okay, right. Yeah, sorry about that.
So I'm going to pick up Blush Hour. This color is beautiful, and you can actually use this. This is why I picked these colors. These are must-haves. If you want to buy a palette, these are the colors I'd highly recommend because I can use these for my eyebrows. I can use this for blush. I can use this for highlight. It's just so versatile. So I'm going to go in with Blush Hour, which is this pretty blush color. And I'm going to pick it up with this pointed, yes, and they're actually going to be on sale tomorrow, the palettes. So I'm going to dust off the excess. I'm going to start at the outer corner here and just pack it on. And then I'm going to go in kind of an angle like this. And then the rest I'm going to flick in. So all the pressure is going to be out here. We're going to try to do like a cat eye, something but very soft. Don't get scared. So pressure is going to be out here and we're going to flick in. Okay. So this is going to create more of a like feline looking eye. It's beautiful. I love it. And it's super soft and glam. So this is a perfect look for anybody. So again, just I'm going to pack on a little bit more here and I'm going to go in flicking in. Okay, so now that we've added that color, I'm going to go back in with the transition shade that I did. You always want to go back and blend the lines to make sure there's no harsh lines. That's another secret to making it look professional. So we're just going to soften the lines here, the edges.
And this is why you want professional makeup, because the colors will actually blend because they're pure pigment versus all the fillers. So it makes it effortless to blend, which is why her eyes look so like all one color transitioning to other colors. It's just beautiful.
Yeah, and I wanted to add that this professional makeup does most of the work for you, like literally 90% of it. You just have to put it on. So it's very easily blendable. So yeah, I'm going to go in, I'm going to pick up my concealer. If you've ever heard of a cut crease, I'm going to show you just this is not going to, don't get scared. We're not going to do sharp lines. This is just something I like to do. I pick up my concealer. And the reason I do this, I picked it up with that brush that I used to carve out my brow. The reason I do this is because when I add the shimmer, this is just creating a clean canvas for that shimmer so that color can be vibrant. It's already vibrant, but this is going to take it to the next level. And it's going to it's just a little extra step that I like to do just to make it go that extra mile with it. So again, right here, it doesn't look perfect. You don't have to worry. As long as you're going, you see where my crease is? I went a little above it just because I have a hooded eye. Okay, so hooded eye means, see how my eyelid sits on top of my crease here? This is creating a new crease, okay? So I'm cleaning this up right here, making a new canvas for my shimmer shade. Now I'm gonna pick up rose colored glasses. I mean, in sequence, no? Which one was this one? I forgot the name. It's number one.
Oh yeah, Sweet Dreams.
Yes, Sweet Dreams, there we go. And I'm going to pick it up with my finger. Yes, I'm using my finger. I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to pack the color on. The reason I use my finger is just because I can get more pigment than I would on a brush. This is straight from my finger to my eyelid. There's not gonna be any losing any pigment. So I'm just gonna pack this on and see how the shimmer is already on there. Now I'm gonna go back in with my brush that I used for the rose, the blush color. I'm gonna go back, I didn't add any extra, but I'm gonna kind of make this area a little gradient. So it looks like it just blends in. So I'm erasing any harsh lines. See how it kind of looks ombre now? And then I'm gonna go in with, back to my original brush. Always go back when you're adding stuff and just blend out any harsh lines. So that's all I'm gonna do for the eyeshadow. Super simple. Now we're gonna go to eyeliner. So as you can see, it's a really soft look. I actually used the brownie points, which is the brown eyeshadow right here. And I'm using a flat angled brush, and I'm going to pick up some of the brownie points, dust off the excess, and I'm gonna do it as if I'm doing eyeliner. This is an awesome technique for mature eyes. It's just like a softer take on eyeliner, so it's not so harsh on your eye. It just gives it a soft, definition to your eye, and it makes your lashes actually look thicker. Oops, the dress was upside. So I'm just gonna go as if I'm adding eyeliner. Who else misses their nail lady? Because I do.
What all can you do with that shadow? So you have done a lot with that brownie points.
Yes, I've done my eyebrows, the eyeliner. It's so, you can do so many things with these colors. They're super versatile. Okay, so now I'm getting to the wing part. Don't get scared. All you have to do is kind of go up a little bit and then bring it down. And if you go over too much, that's okay. We're gonna smudge it a little bit so it doesn't have to be perfect. That's the beauty of this this look. It's very soft. There's no perfect edges. It's just something anybody can do. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back in with that rose brush, the blush hour, which is this pink color, and I'm going to just soften this edge right here just so it doesn't look so sharp.
And tell them why you did your eyeshadow before your foundation.
So I do my eyeshadow before because if there's any fallout, I don't have to worry about it getting on top of my foundation, and then I have darkness here and just all these kind of crazy colors added into my foundation. It's easy to just clean up after with my foundation. So it's just easier. You'll find, just try it out. You'll find that it's way easier to do. Okay, so now I'm gonna curl my lashes. I use our eyelash curler. It is totally thebomb.com. I'm gonna start curling at the bottom of the hair. So curl the bottom, hold for 5 seconds. This is the cool technique that I use. And then I go to the middle of the hair and hold for another 5 seconds. And then I go to the tip. And what this does is when you're curling it, it makes it into a C shape. So it looks like you went to go get an eyelash perm. Instead of it just bending one time up, it makes it more of a C shape and they look even more full. So then I'm gonna pick up my mascara. I'm gonna put one layer now and then one layer after I do my foundation. So it gives it a little bit of time to dry. What I do is you don't wanna pump, because that puts air in there. So you just wiggle it around and you pull it out. And what I usually do is I bend the brush a little bit like that. That way it gives me an easier angle to work with. That way I don't have to worry about it touching my nose or anything like that. So I'm just gonna go in.
Tell them about those fibers. Those are fibers.
Yes, this mascara has tiny little fibers. They're amazing. You don't have to worry about it getting in your hair. It's one step. And what I do is I actually start on the tip of my hairs first to add length, because those fibers are going to lock onto your hair and they're going to add the length. Then I'm going to go from the bottom of the hair and shimmy up to add in between so that it adds volume. So this mascara seriously works on volume, length, everything. It's amazing, and it's one step, so it's my favorite mascara. I am a falsie girl. I wear false lashes the majority of the time, so I'm super picky with my mascara, and this is my favorite mascara because it actually does what it says it's gonna do. Okay, so now we're gonna go in with our foundation. So I pick up my foundation. Our foundation is wax-based, and I actually have it in a duo palette here because I use this color to contour with cream contour, and I use this for my foundation. So what I do, since it's wax-based, for it to go on flawlessly, professionally, what you want to do, since it's wax, you want to warm it up with your finger, either like this, or you can take a little bit out with the end of your tweezer, put it on the top of your hand and warm it up. What that's going to do is you're going to use way less foundation. The problem that people sometimes have with any foundation is they put on too much and then it looks cakey. You don't need to do that with this foundation. This foundation is 50% pigmented. That's like way more than you're going to find anywhere in the store. So what I do is I warm it up, and there's no rhyme or reason to where I'm adding it. I'm just putting it anywhere. And it's nicely melted on my fingers, so it's going to go on a lot smoother, and I'm going to use way less foundation. My foundation actually lasts me 6 months because I use it like this.
And what makes it unique is it doesn't go into the pores. It's wax-based because that sits on the surface and makes like this gorgeous, you can see her face looks like flawless, like a mineral veil. So it's the only foundation that LimeLife sells, and it's RCMA, which is by the Alcone. Well, it's by RCMA, but it is the only, really the #1 foundation used of celebrity makeup artists, of pro makeup artists. So we're very fortunate. That's probably why you were very intrigued with the company when you saw the foundation.
I was. So my aunt actually asked me, hey, can you come with me to my friend's house? She's, she has some makeup I want to try, and I really want your opinion. And I was like, okay, I love makeup. So I went and we sat down and we started doing the skincare, and I was like, oh man, this is a direct sales company. I'm young, so there's like a stigma for us that's like, oh, direct sales. But then I started smelling the skincare, and it smells so good. And then we started the makeup, and Vicky said, yeah, do you know RCMA? And I was like, do I? Like, that is a professional, they use that in the movies. Like, our lightest shade was made for Queen Amidala from Star Wars. So I was like, you don't even have to tell me anything else. Like, just give it to me, all of it. Just give me the starter kit. I'm ready to go. So I knew immediately that this makeup wasn't made for direct sales. It was made for professionals. And this is just, LimeLife is a gateway to professional makeup. It's at the tip of our fingers.
Well, it was never really available to the public before. Nobody knew how to have access to this. Even if you walked into the store, you were clueless.
Yes.
Show them the palette, how our palettes are magnetized, and you can pop in and out the colors. And they make this so user-friendly for everyday women to look so amazing now. And that's what women love about it, is we all get to be like looking like a Hollywood movie star every day if that's what we choose. Yeah, so it pops in and out. It's amazing.
So yes. And I think that's an eco-friendly little thing, right? That we get to save. We don't need to be using all these palettes. Like, we can just put it back in our palette that we already have. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with my concealer. But before I do that, I'm going to have my trusty, handy little 3-well palette here. This is, if you want your powders, I highly recommend you getting them in a trio, and they're actually going to be on sale tomorrow, because this holds your translucent powder that's going to set your wax foundation. It has your bronzer, and then it has your blush, and you get to pick whatever colors you want here and add them in. And they're also, you can pop them out, change them out. So this is amazing to have the 3-well.
You can actually do your whole face with that compact.
Yeah, you can use these as eyeshadows. Like, it's insane. Lipstick, you can put some gloss and mix it with a blush, and you have a lipstick. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get this fluffy brush right here, and I'm gonna pick up some of my translucent powder, and I'm gonna have this on standby, okay? So this is a trick I like using to set my under eyes. That way I don't have fine lines. This is a secret of mine. I like to do it on my mom when I'm doing her makeup. She loves it. So what I do is I'm going to get my concealer, and I'm gonna pick 0 up. I'm a Gina Beige for reference. My foundation color is Gina Beige. I'm gonna pick up 0 concealer with my diffuser brush, and I'm gonna put a little bit on right here. You don't wanna go all the way up to here because you don't wanna pack in so much product into the fine lines. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start it here, and then I'm gonna go in with my blenderful, and I'm gonna blend it up. That way it's less product.
I love that you're teaching that, because that truly is the biggest mistake, is people who put concealer right up underneath the eye and it just looks like a big wrinkle. So
yes.
I love what you're teaching here.
So I have my brush on standby. I'm not gonna bend my eye at all. And I'm gonna pack in that translucent powder. What that does is that immediately sets it with the smoothness that I have after I just packed and flattened and, you know, was blending my concealer. So I just go ahead and brush on my translucent, and I've immediately set it. I'm not gonna have to worry about my fine lines. So, because I have them too. Not very many, but they're coming. Okay, so now I'm gonna set the rest of my face. I don't have to worry about it. I just make sure that I set my under eyes first. That's the very first thing I do. So now I'm gonna set the rest of my face with a brush. And it's important to use a translucent powder or some kind of powder to set your face, because our foundation is wax based. So it needs to be set to make it look very airbrushed. So I've already set my face. Now I'm gonna go in with the second little well here, and this is my bronzer. So I'm gonna pick up just a fluffy pointed brush, and I'm going to pick up my bronzer, tap off the excess. And usually people think that they're supposed to go in the hollow, but if you go a little above, you're gonna be giving yourself a facelift. So everything needs to go up here and goes at an angle like this, okay? Not straight, at an angle. So this is gonna blend really nicely, especially over the translucent powder we've already set. And then I'm gonna go up here to give my face some warmth. And then under my jawline, and I'm gonna bring it down. So I'm gonna come back in with my powder brush. This is kind of like our translucent, our transition shade here. It just kind of makes everything blend together. You make sure to go back in so you can soften whatever you need to soften. There's no harsh lines anywhere. I'm gonna go in on my nose right here, and I'm gonna flatten this brush, and I'm gonna go on my nose, and I'm gonna go straight down. Do not go, don't hug your nose. You're gonna go straight down because you're changing the shape of your nose. You want a slimmer looking nose, so you're gonna go straight down. And then I'm gonna go at the very tip to shorten it. Okay, now I'm gonna pick up my blush. This is like one of my favorite blushes. It's beautiful, it's called Boom. It's very, very pigmented, so I'm gonna tap off all the extra, and you're gonna see I still need to blend a little bit. So
what was your color of bronzer?
My color of bronzer was number 3.
That's what I sell to everyone, that compact right there.
Yeah, it's perfect because it's a cool tone, so you can use it to contour too. Contouring is usually with cool tones, and that bronzer is perfect for bronzing and contouring. It gives you the warmth you need, but the shadow you need for a contour. So I'm gonna put this on the ball, and then I'm gonna blend it back, because if I leave it right here, I'm gonna look like Santa Claus. So I'm blending this back, and then I'm gonna go back in with my the translucent powder, and I'm just going to soften everything. So see how it just blends nicely. Okay, now I'm gonna finish my eyes quickly. There's not too much left to do. I'm gonna pick up brownie points with that thin brush that I use for my eyebrows. I'm just gonna pick up a tiny bit and add on here to the bottom. And then I'm going to smudge it out with that. Remember the original brush I used? I'm going to smudge it out just so it looks a little smoky, but not too much, just a little bit. And it just gives you, I don't know, it makes your eye look beautiful, like just bigger. I don't know. So now I'm going to go in.
Will you show us that compact real quick? Just hold it up and show us the colors that you've used, because you've used all of them. Yeah. So Sweet Dreams.
To Hope for the Best, Brownie Points, and this is Blush Hour.
Those are the colors I use on everyone. So I'm just so glad you're using those colors, because they look good on
versatile. They're super versatile. Okay, so I'm gonna go in and just put a little bit of Sweet Dreams on the inner corner of my eye, just to give it a little, see how it's highlighting? That's what we're gonna do next. We're gonna highlight. So I'm gonna highlight with my eyeshadow here, the Sweet Dreams. I'm gonna pick up a fluffy brush. I'm gonna highlight right here so I can pick up my cheekbones to make them look, younger. You can look younger like this. I'm gonna add some over my eyebrow here, just a tad bit. We're not gonna go crazy. And then I'm gonna add a little bit on the tip of my nose, which I usually do with my finger. You see how that adds and it brings up your nose, just in the right spots though. And so right here on the bridge of your nose. And you're gonna leave a space right here. Okay, so now I'm gonna go.
And that inner corner of your eye looks so much brighter now. And that is like the darkest area of your whole face. And that just really brightened up your whole face. It's amazing.
Yes. Okay, so now I'm gonna go, where did my mascara go? I just used it. Oh, here it is. Oh my gosh. I'm like, where did it go?
And where did you have that? Were you warming that up?
Yes, I do warm it up. Thank you for bringing that up. I do put it like in the crease. I have my leg sitting like this, and I put it in the crease of my leg, because if you warm up the mascara, it just is even smoother to go on. It's already smooth, but it's just amazing when it's warmed up. My blush color that I used was actually Boom. This is the blush I use, and it's a beautiful maroon like shimmer. It's gorgeous. You can use it as an eyeshadow as well, and lip. So I'm just giving the second coat here and then going on the bottom. And then last thing we're gonna do before I set is I'm gonna put my lips on. So for my lips, I'm using light nude because this is kind of close to my lip color. And it's, when you wanna make your lips appear bigger, just use a color of lip liner closer to your lips so it looks a little more natural. And I'm gonna go a little under my lip here in the center. Then I'm gonna follow the natural line of my lip here. This is another way you can just make it look a little bit more natural. So you're gonna follow your natural line here up to about the point. And then on the point, you're gonna go a little above. And then you're gonna bring in a little bit just to not have just the line.
Show them how those are self-sharpening real quick. Those are amazing.
So this is so cool. I'm actually need to pump it up a little bit. So I'm gonna push it up and then I'm gonna close it. And if you keep spinning, you'll hear a click. That is going to sharpen it for you in there. Do you see how it's sharpened now?
Awesome.
So you don't have to worry about a sharpener or anything like that. And it's always gonna be sharp. Now I'm gonna go in with S'mores. I love this matte lippy. So I'm going to just stay in the lines, very easy. And it just makes my lips look a lot bigger when you use your lip liner like that.
Wow. And Anikka has 3 children, and I can hear some of them.
So if you hear them screaming, I'm so sorry.
I love that. And she's a full-time student. And does a lot of teaching women how to look beautiful. And you're 28, right?
Yes.
28 years young. It's amazing. You are very talented.
Set my face and we're good to go. And you're ready
while she's setting that, share with us something you learned. What's one amazing takeaway that you took tonight? Because I promise you, this right here, you could watch her 100 times and learn something new. But what's the one thing you're most excited about that you learned? Tell them a little bit about our priming and our setting spray, why they're so important.
So it's important to use a primer and a setting spray because your primer is going to lay the foundation. It's going to protect your skin from the anything outside of the makeup, and it's also going to grab onto that makeup and keep it there. And then the it's like a little sandwich, I'd say. And then you put your makeup, all this stuff, and then the setting powder just sets it, melts it all together. And our setting spray actually has a technology in it that keeps it at a temperature where even if, and it's happened to me, I'll be sweating outside, but my face is looking flawless. There's no makeup melting off because this has the technology in it to keep it at the right temperature to where it's not going to melt.
Looks absolutely gorgeous. All right, so we're going back to full view. I want everybody to tell me, can you guys all see now a full view, or who you see me? I see I'm green now. All right, so we're going to pass it over. I'm going to spotlight Kathy Maples now that I know what I'm doing. So hang tight 1 second, and she's going to kind of tell us about some exciting things that are going on right now that have never happened. So we're excited to share this with those of you who are watching live, or those of you who are going to watch the playback. We know we'll have lots of playback watchers. All right, I'm passing it over to you, Kathy.
Okay, well, first, let's just celebrate, okay? Isn't that fun? Okay, and the reason I want you to celebrate, is that not fun? I mean, I've got fun stuff. Have you ever wanted to be the first about something? Have you ever wanted to be like in the know about something? Well, because you're on here tonight, you're going to be in the know and you're going to be first. I think that is super exciting because I'm usually not the first to know something. But, you know, have you ever just wanted to have the scoop on something that other people don't know about? Well, tonight you do, because for the first time in LimeLife history, since I've been here, it'll be 3 years in August, I've never seen anything like what you're going to see starting tomorrow morning. Now, who has already knows everything about the sale? A few know, a few don't. Okay. And I'm not going to tell you everything, because who I want you to go back to is your beauty guide, because they have the scoop. Whoever invited you tonight has the scoop. So I want you to go back to them. But I am going to tell you about, I'm going to give you kind of a sneak peek about 2 things. And I think I have way too much light on me, because I think, no, maybe not. I think I'm really washed out. And so we're not going to worry about that. So I want to show you, this is the sheet you're going to see floating around. It's called a Customer Appreciation Sale of, are you ready for this? 20% off of 12 of our top selling products. And I will just tell you, Anikka used a boatload of them tonight, but I'm not going to tell you about all of them. You're going to have to do a little scavenger hunt and figure it out for yourself. But Anikka, you know you did, didn't you? You used a whole bunch of them that are on sale tomorrow. But I'm going to tell you about 2. She showed you this tonight. And let me just tell you, I love the fact that all of my creamy products, when I open this up, my concealer is right here and my foundation is right here. And when I run out of this, I pop it out and put it back in. My cosmetic case for years was just a train wreck. I mean, it was really bad. I just had everything in there. When you pack now, you can actually look organized, and it's really fun. I've always called myself an organized wannabe. And so this has really helped me on that journey to be more organized. But it also is just convenience. You know, women want convenience, and it keeps all your creaminess together. So I will tell you, this is normally $76. Tomorrow, are you ready? Starting tomorrow, $60 for all 3. And she was telling you how many ways to use that concealer. I mean, she used it everywhere. I have never done my whole eyelid like she's done. So you taught me some stuff here. But anyways, you got 2 concealers and your foundation, $60. So that is a huge one. And she showed you, these are different colors, but the exact same thing that she showed you tonight is normally $52 for a 4-well. It is $42 for a 4-well. You can build what she's told you to build tonight, and it would be $42 starting tomorrow. So ask whoever invited you, tell him you were in the scoop, you know part of it, you only know 2 things though, and you want to know about the rest of it, because it is while supplies last. So we encourage you to get your order in early and decide what you want. I mean, this is fun to be in the know on our first big sale. I mean, really, Blair, isn't this true? I mean,
yes, it's insane. Casey, you described it very well. Just, tell them just a little bitty pinch of the LimeLifer program and why we are having this sale, because you did such an incredible job on that. Will you just share with them for just a minute about the LimeLifer program and how this is going to marry in with this sale?
Yeah, so we are launching our LimeLifer loyalty program at the beginning of May, and sorry, I'm so overwhelmed with it because it's awesome. Okay, so, and it's going to be unfolding in May, but sorry, you just complimented me for doing this so well. Like, seeing my big face. Here, hang on, let me put on gallery view. Okay, so anyway, so this customer appreciation loyalty program is going to allow our clients to earn credit towards future purchases. So with every purchase, you are going to earn what we're going to call stars, and that's going to accumulate over time, over a lifetime. Like you never lose your stars, and that's going to earn you gifts, including cash back towards your future rewards. So in order to do that, those orders have to be placed in a retail account. And until now, a lot of beauty guides have been servicing their clients so well that we've been drop shipping orders, which absolutely nothing is wrong with that. But we want to empower our clients to be able to place their orders on their own, and also just streamline their orders into it's a free retail account. So in order to this appreciation sale is truly a launch to our loyalty program. And so what we're doing is really helping our clients get into their retail account and start processing a retail account uniquely, then separate from their getting orders drop shipped. So there's absolutely nothing wrong with beauty guides servicing their client to that level, and our beauty guides can still help their clients with an order through a retail account. But this is just a way to really kind of get our clients all filtered into their retail account, one fell swoop, and just go ahead and just say, BT Dubs, thank you for being an awesome client. We want to gift you with these with this sale, and moving forward, you have rewards coming your way. So,
and it's going to give you like free shipping, and it's going to give you bonus points. It's going to give you birthday gifts. I mean, it's just going to open up the door to so many amazing things. And we're so excited, and it's not launching till May 5th, but when you order during this sale, you will be able to benefit by building in some really cool things. So we're just very excited.
So show of hands, who is a client or guest here tonight? Raise your hand. Show me your hands. Oh, if your face isn't here, I can't tell you. Can you do the little hand thingy? Can you pop? Anyway, okay. I know I have a client here. Shelly, Gina, Pamela, Jackie, and TMZ. Are they beauty guides, or do we know?
Not sure.
Bert Hoff is my client.
Oh, great. Well, we're so glad you're here. We're so excited you're here. Well, we are going to finish this up. The last thing, I was just going to let a person or two just kind of share, how they accidentally fell into this. Most of us were clients. And Shannon, I see your beautiful face right here. So I'm just going to pass it over to you for a minute and just kind of tell us your background and what this has done for you as a beauty guide. Oh, are you locked?
There we go.
There you go. Hi.
Okay. Well, I definitely don't think it was an accident that I fell into this. Those of you who know Kathy Maples on here also, she was in my Bible study. And so I, quickly fell in love with the products by her showing me things, and kind of listened to her story and just how amazing doing a job like this was for her raising her kids, because we have 3 boys at home and my husband travels out of state for work usually. Now they're all here, which may be worse. But anyway, it's helped a lot because, well, it's multiple things. I too have a cake business. I worked all night long and was thinking my kids all the time. So this has just been great flexibility wise. And I've been amazed at how easy it is just to share products that I love and would have been buying anyway with friends and people that I meet along the way. So it's really worked out very well for me. And now it's helping pay for my son's college. And it helped us put a pool in it. So yay for that.
And that's kind of the coolest part of this business is most of us fall in love with the products. Most of us are not makeup artists. Most of us never thought we would be doing anything like this, but we found something that we're passionate about. And just like a good movie or a good restaurant, we absolutely love to share. So we hope you enjoyed and learned some great things from Anikka. She is amazing. Thank you, Anikka. Let's all give Anikka a round of applause. She was amazing. And if you have any questions, get together with your beauty guides. Look for these weekly. We will always feature different things that you're going to learn something. You can come here, hang out, bring your makeup, bring your favorite beverage, bring your good, healthy beverage, and just spend an hour getting to learn something that all women want to know, but they want to know the secrets of the celebrity makeup artist and what in the heck they use to make the product look like that. So you saw how beautiful Anikka looked, and it's truly the product. These products that were only available to the professionals that are affordable, and then tomorrow starting at 9 o'clock in the morning, and we do know things are going to sell out, you will get 20% off our top 12 best sellers of 2019. That is how they selected those products that were going to be on sale. Those were the products. We are a $100 million company, which is kind of crazy, but these were the top 12 sellers of 2019. So, treat yourself to a lip color, treat yourself to, a couple shadows, get with your beauty guide, ask all the questions, and just know that this is part of self-care. This is part of, the way of the world is how we take care of ourselves right now, because we're all together at home, and we're so excited to bring this to you. I'm going to end the record, and then if anybody has a question about anything, we are happy to stay on here and help you in any way that we can. Let me see if I can figure out how to end the record. I'm very proud. I'm just learning a lot of new things. And yes, I'm going to be able to stop the record right now. Thanks everybody for watching the playback. Please be sure to get together with the beauty guide that invited you here or gave this playback to you so that she can help you customize your order before things that we love could possibly be gone. And do know that when you do over $77, your shipping is free. So we highly, highly recommend you get to that threshold so that you don't pay any shipping, and giving our company grace, because we are having a whole lot of orders going in the next 3 days. So we're just giving them grace to get these amazing products to us just as quickly as they possibly can. All right, going to end the recording. Bye, everybody. Let's see. Do you want to